Am I the only one whose life flashes before their eyes when their kid coughs in their face? Dyeing Easter eggs with the kids is fun because you get to worry about them breaking eggs and your spirit. Oh, and speaking of Easter, is it just me or is Easter coming earlier and earlier every year? We're almost halfway to 2019. Tonight's forecast, non-stop bickering and homework tears with a 110% chance of bedtime drama. Two of my kids were fighting over a ribbon. I gave them a second ribbon. Now they're fighting over 2 ribbons. School projects, because what parent doesn't want to head to Staples at 8 p.m. and watch a kid throw together a poster board of disappointment? First off, Jennifer, let me tell you something. School projects at a kid's age will make you feel like a scientist. I knew I was going somewhere with my eruptive volcano. When you find out you're going to be a parent, you should automatically be enrolled in a Wine of the Month club. Lego sets are just preparing kids for when they buy things from IKEA someday. Why is IKEA so hard to put together? I don't understand why the middle child feels ignored. If you're doing your job as a parent, each kid should feel ignored equally. Today I finished a cup of coffee while it was still warm and I've never felt more alive. I asked Grandma if she could get us Cadbury eggs for Easter, but 6-year-old doesn't like Cadbury eggs. Exactly, Mom. Wait, you didn't even know her age? After my kids fall asleep, I peek into their room and think, how can those precious little people act like such jerks? Sometimes you think you have a handle on this parenting thing, then you go, oh my God, my kid has toenails and I need to clip them. The difference between a trip and a vacation is that there are kids on a trip. Listening to my 8-year-old interrupt his piano teacher with video game stories is hilarious to overhear until I realize I'm paying her by the hour. Me expecting my first baby, I love him and got him and always be there. Me now, just figure it out. I mean, come on, guys. Jeez, I just sat down. Well, you're up early, me greeting my children every morning since they were born. Parenting is 99% getting roasted by your kids. My 2-year-old called the vehicle for sick people a wee-woo truck, and now I don't even remember what the right name is anymore. Receptionist at pediatrician's office, child's birthday and year. Wow, okay, I didn't know there was going to be maths. Let's see, he's 4. It was late April or May, rainy, I think. He's a classic Gemini, if that helps. Listen, I feel like my father is not the only father that gets me, my brother, and my sister's names mixed up. He cannot get our names on the first try to save his life. I love my kids more than life itself, and also, please, for the love of God, say it's their bedtime. The fun part about taking 3 kids out to eat is guessing whether you're going to end up eating 4 meals or 0. The tea party my toddler invited me to feels more like a hostage situation. Kids don't have a volume knob, they have a volume roulette wheel. Never was there a woman so sought after as a mother, so sought after as a mother talking on the phone. Oh my God, I'll answer your 37 questions when I'm off. Get away from me. No one listens until I yell. The name of my parenting memoir. Mortgage of my toddler oh Lord, my mortgage is due. Montage of my toddler violently entering my bedroom every morning. When your son pours himself a cup of milk from the gallon jug and your light flashes before your eyes. I feel like, listen, I'm an adult and I still can't pour milk. Oh, dang! I'm not gonna miss the bowl this time, y'all. Oh, people still talking about that, man. 2-year-old is passed out, clutching a fistful of fries. She's 100% mine. That could be mine. And speaking of, I do not have a daughter. I told Twitter, my daughter. I joke like that, all right? This wasn't supposed to be an April Fool's joke because I tweeted this 2 weeks ago. I do not have a daughter. Man, y'all, come on. In fact, the closest I got to being a parent is refilling Cash's empty bowl after he's done barking at it. Oh, and that's not Cash, all right? Just dry shampooed and Febreze my kid on his way out the door, so no. I'm not really interested in your family's morning chore chart, Laura. How do you want your steak cooked? Cook it so it tastes like chicken nuggets. Fries and chicken nuggets is the kids' go-to. I'll tell you, I don't think I stopped ordering chicken nuggets and fries until I hit 12 years old or something like that. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was to convince parents that a hamper hoop would get their kids to put dirty clothes in the laundry. What is a hamper hoop? When my kids make me food out of Play-Doh, Oh my gosh, I can still smell Play-Doh today. Every time I see it, I smell it, I always eat it, and that's what makes me a better father than you. You eat Play-Doh now, I don't go to, now you're an adult. You should not be eating Play-Doh. That thing probably tastes like clay and soap. 4-year-old, mommy, I accidentally flushed the potty over and over and the pee-pee water flowed everywhere, so I ran away. You better be happy that ain't poop. Starts cutting the chicken of the person next to me at a dinner party out of habit. Starts cutting the chicken of the person next. What does that even mean? Welcome to parenting. None of the pencils in your house have erasers on them now. I don't even have an eraser in my house and I don't even have a kid. Husband, tell me what you want. I want you to take our kid to soccer practice tomorrow. Parenting tiny humans summed up in one photo. What the world? What are you raising? What is that? The 4-year-old is wandering the house in a life jacket crying because it's clipped. He also cried when I unclipped it. We don't even own a boat. Pro tip, ordering an artisan pizza makes you feel young and trendy again while watching Boss Baby with your kids for the 800th time. First off, Boss Baby was one of the greatest movies ever. A parenting manual, but it's just a long list of places to hide the tape. Me sits on toilet. Children, quick everyone, mom called a family meeting in the bathroom. Bring the toys, blankets, and your best story. My kids throw a lot of shade for tiny people completely dependent on me for survival. The worst part of my husband getting up with the kids is trying to decide if I should join him or escape out the window and start a new life. I did not know parenting. Man, I heard some stories before about parenting, but come on. I've never won anything on a game show, but a 3-year-old at my kid's daycare just tried to give me a set of car keys. If you don't drive that free car down the road somewhere, get the hell out of Dodge. My kid lost a tooth and the tooth fairy doesn't have anything less than a $20 bill. This is not the motherhood I envisioned. I'm not saying kids ruin your life. I'm just saying mine told her teacher all about my chin. Kids are too honest, man. I kid you. Kids are brutally honest. Sometimes I screw up my own kid's name, but I can name at least 5 dogs from Paw Patrol. Doing homework with the kids really shows you what you're made of. Currently, I'm made of tears, rage, and wine. The Game of Thrones theme song is playing in Barnes & Noble, so I can feel like a badass reading Peppa Pig to my 3-year-old on a kiddie bench. I've never been serenaded, but I have, oh my gosh. I feel like the kid is about to do something, but I have been followed through the house by someone reading me another funny thing from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Y'all don't even know the level of patience required for me to allow my 3-year-old to get this small cart at the grocery store. I feel like Twitter is just confessions. It's just a diary for parents to just vent. And that's why I'm going to keep on reading. People are like, it takes a village to raise a child. And I'm like, can you give me the address of that village? Because I could use the help. Some kid at the pool want to see me do something cool. Me, I don't even want to see my own kid do something cool. If my kids could just do what I say and stop complaining about every single thing, I could be the parent I always wanted to be. Watching a 3-year-old try to sit down in a Barbie seat is pretty much the reason I had kids. Kidless friend, what do you do? Is that what we are? We're kidless friends? Looks around at mess. Honestly, I'm not sure, but it makes me really, really tired. My kids won't go to sleep and they're driving me nuts. Also, trying my first face mask, so I'm about to scare the living daylights out of them. This is one of the reasons why I want to be a parent. Nothing in my wedding vows prepared me for how much of our lives we would spend talking about the size and shape of our kids' poop. Oh!